every day. The town is full of predator, don't turn a little prey. I flip $1 million out of nothing, make them feel a certain way. Hoping that the switch.
Alright, check it. So Giants fans, we're skipping to like the 190 mark because I restarted this reaction because Joe Judge basically comes out here, talks about turnovers and dumb stuff for 90 seconds. Then he starts taking questions. I just want to hear him answer the tough questions. So we're picking up with the first question start off. Let's just get this over with, man. I'm sick of Joe Judge, man. Let's just get this over with. 11 passes. You know, like, come on, bro.
Early in the game set us behind a good deal, and, you know, we didn't do enough to overcome it. So that being said, a lot of credit to the Bears. You know, Matt and his team came out today, did a better job than we did, and they deserve to have the success. So that being said, any questions you have?
So coming into the game, was it your plan to run that much, or did the bad start in the passing game cause you to run even more than you were going to?
The plan was to run that much. That was the plan in the game. You know, now there's obviously different adjustments we can make within the game, but we knew we were going to come in today. It was going to be run the ball, stop the run, cover kicks. That was the goal.
What do you say about 24 yards, though? I mean, 24 yards passing, 10 net yards passing. Like,
I'm not here to argue or debate about stats. Jordan, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It wasn't good enough.
Oh, really?
The first play from scrimmage there.
It is what it is. Really, Joe, that's your new line. So instead of saying we're going to look at the tape, you just going to say it is what it is, Joe? You losing your cool now, Joe? You embarrassed now, Joe? You starting to feel the way the fan base feels now, Joe? I mean, if anybody should be disgusted with this team, is you, Joe. You get a first row ticket. No. Hold on. This is beyond first row. You courtside. You got a 3D up close and personal look at this filth every single week. And you just now starting to get upset at how they look? Nobody's closer to the situation than you are. You don't call plays, Joe. Not on offense, not on defense. I'm convinced you don't run the special teams because the special teams can't be this trash if you were running them, because aren't you a special teams coach? So you do nothing but look at the team in the game every week, and you're just now getting agitated. Now you don't want to look at stats, Joe? It's stormer where I'm at, so forgive the internet. Give y'all a heads up, it's thunderstorm.
Is Mike supposed to get a hot receiver there, or was somebody supposed to block?
Looked like we're mapped up as a 5-man protection. We mapped up 5 for 5 along the way. There's obviously ways to handle the, you know, free rushers coming off. I'm not going to go into everything schematically and what we did. Obviously, it wasn't good enough right there.
Is Mike not recognizing that, or is it what's going on there?
I'm just going to keep it as obviously from an offensive standpoint, it wasn't good enough right there. All right, I'm not going to go in here dissecting everything Mike did today, but we got to be more productive and do better things in offense.
Yeah, because you got to look at the
They
tape.
obviously knew you were going to run, a lot. How do you think Saquon handled that in terms of his production?
I did a good job today with that. There was a lot of times when we were loaded boxes, and we said, hey, look, we're running either way. We knew going into the game at some point they were going to recognize the game plan was to run. We're playing 7 offensive linemen at a time. We got a lot of things in those boxes with 7 linemen. They obviously load the box, put their bigger personnel in. We were still able to be productive in the run game. That was it. I thought that Saquon did good things. A couple times I had him in the backfield with some blitzes or pressures. He was able to slip out and make something out of nothing at certain times. Thought he ran hard. Thought he ran with good ball security. Thought he went out there and really plays a good team player today and fought to the end.
Consider going to Jake at all?
Thinking about a lot of things, but the decisions made today were decisions that were best for the team.
You want the 3rd and 10 from their 24 when you scored your points there.
All right, pause. Trying not to pause as much because of this thunderstorm. Trying to keep my internet smooth so I can get this reaction over with. But understand something, Joe. your mannerisms, your attitude, your body language right now, it's not good. You don't look like the confident leader that you have looked like in the past. You don't. You look upset, Joe. Why are you so upset right now? You're squirming right now. This looks like a man who knows he's about to be fired. This don't look like a man who know he keeping his job. This looks like a man who thinks he's going to get fired. This is bad. The way he's answering questions right now. And real quick, on the run game, I said it in yesterday's reaction. My beef with the run game is, why didn't we do this versus the Chargers? Why didn't we try to protect Mike Glennon versus the Dolphins? You just now trying to have a run first game. You been coming out in empty sets trying to throw the ball like it's Daniel Jones back there for a month. It just now dawned on you that we should run the ball? So you mean to tell me it is possible for the Giants to run the ball? We do have heavy run formation sets to get Saquon involved. Like, where was this all year? Where was it? It just now occurred to you that you could use 7 offensive linemen to run the ball? Yo, before Daniel Jones got hurt, right? I'm going to get back to Judge in a second. Before Daniel Jones got hurt, the Giants we didn't have Kenny Golladay, we didn't have Tony, we didn't have Shepard, we didn't have Kyle Rudolph, we didn't have none of these weapons, but we were dropping back throwing the ball. Now, all the way at the end of the season, he wants to run the ball 20 sometimes at Saquon with 7 offensive linemen. Unreal. Fire this guy, man. And I'm one of the last people supporting him, but this is annoying.
8 or 9, so it's 4 down territory, or I mean, it seemed like a give-up play, so to speak.
No, it definitely was not a give-up play. But the thought process of maybe being able to bust a sub-run right there, but also at the same time, as you alluded to, does it put us in more of a aggressive 4th down mentality? That was going to be part of the game plan today. If we got ourselves in those type of zones and those ranges on 4th down, there were things we're going to consider to be aggressive and go for it right there.
Is that an illustration to some degree about how little confidence you have in the passing game at that point?
No, just the plan today was to run the ball.
I mean,
Keep it as that.
Did you feel helpless at any point where you couldn't get anything going offensively at all?
That's not really a word I ever used, Dan. So, obviously we didn't do enough well. We didn't get anything going really in the passing game. But in terms of the run game, we committed to it. We were able to have some production on it, put us in some positions that we had manageable 3rd downs. Obviously we didn't do well enough in that zone either.
Why did you think you weren't going to be able to pass the ball coming into this game? What was it that concerned you in that regard?
Just because you choose to run the ball doesn't mean because you have a absence of faith in another aspect of it. Sometimes you go in and you say, how can we go ahead and play our best football today? There's a number of things you look at throughout the week, whether that's health of players, availability of players, whether it's weather situations, whether it's something about their defense that you think matches up well. There's just an aspect of your game that you have to do better in.
Oh my gosh,
So there's multiple reasons right there. It's not one thing that triggers, hey, we can only do one thing right there.
Didn't I just say that? He just said the health of the players. I just said that. He could have been running the ball. We have been killing Saquon Barkley all year long. And on the 8th ranked defense in the league in the Bears are an elite defense. We wait all the way to week 17 versus an elite defense to run the ball and commit to running the ball. Where was this when we had our quarterback? And Daniel Jones, who could have probably taken some play action shots and can actually run an offense to complement the run game. I don't understand it. I shouldn't be upset with a team that has 4 wins the last week of the season, but he's finding new ways to irritate me. Jesus.
There. But we felt the best chance for success today was to run the ball. And again, that was our mark coming in. We had to run the ball better, stop the run and cover kicks. That was it. There are 3 big things we had to do. And then obviously it always falls under ball security, all right, turnovers, all right, and then penalties within that zone too.
The kicking game mess up you referred to, was that just lack of awareness of where they were on the field or miscommunication or what?
Yeah, I didn't talk directly to Coop. I talked to the coaches, obviously, on that one there, make sure that we're straightened out on that. That definitely demonstrates that we didn't know where we were on the field, at that moment in time and letting the thing go. That's not acceptable. So
it looked earlier in the game like he did the same thing. The ball barely got into the end zone on the other side. I don't know if you noticed that or if anybody spoke to him about that at all.
When they were kicking to the left of our bench? Yeah, with the trajectory of that kick on that one right there, Cairo really hammered that thing more in a line that he knew was going to go in the goal line there. Even if it's going to just barely clear. But you've got to be aware in that situations of what the wind is, what the kick looks like, the height it comes off the tee with. All those things factor in playing deep.
Joe, bigger picture, this is 5 straight losses by double figures. Are you concerned about your future and how ownership might react to this stretch you guys are on right now?
My focus is on getting this team prepared for next week in Washington. That's it. I'm never worrying or addressing hypotheticals or anything of that nature, Dan. My focus is on this team, getting them ready. They come in and work for me every week. The thing I owe them is having them prepared and ready and getting in a position to have success. That's
Joe, that's not the question. Like, I mean, for real, bro. He just like, he just deflected that question like Neo was deflecting bullets in the Matrix last week. Like, I mean, this is just he just went way the other way with that question. And you lied in the process. So you don't even have the team prepared. So you're not even doing your part for the team. Do we look like a prepared team? Do the Giants look ready to play on Sundays? 5 double-digit losses, Joe? When you got the Jets who almost beat Tom Brady, Houston beat the Chargers, but the Giants have 5 straight losses? And you're saying your job is to get them prepared? And do you think we've been prepared the last 5 games? We haven't looked like a competent football team since Daniel Jones got hurt. Unbelievable, man. Jeez, this is just annoying.
That's all the I'm concerned with right now, Dan.
Let's take some Zoom questions. John, take Zoom questions.
Hey, Joe, can you hear me?
I got you, Ron. What you got, man?
Hey, 2 things. Why was Booker the right choice there when you got the safety instead of Saquon? Why was Booker the guy to get the ball? And is the offensive line giving you guys a chance in the passing game? It's easy for us to look at the quarterback numbers. Is the offensive line giving you a chance?
All right, Ron, I'm not going to go into kind of like full unit evaluations right now. I'm going to watch the tape and see what corrections we have to make and we
What?
do better. In terms of Booker versus Saquon, we got confidence in all of our players.
Okay,
we got
I'm
confidence in all of
done.
our backs. So
I'm done.
Whether it's,
I'm done. I'm done. On that note, I'm done. How long is this bozo gonna talk? Yeah, I'm not sitting here for 20. He's talking for 20 minutes? Yeah, please. Yeah, right. I wouldn't do that to yo. I wouldn't do that to myself. Understand something, man. How long? I don't like these going more than 12 minutes. How long is this? We at the 12-minute mark. Look, check this out, y'all. Judge, you've been talking about the offensive line all meeting long. Oh, we're in jumbo packages. We're going to use 7 offensive linemen. Our goal was to run the ball. And now you don't want to talk about the offensive line unit? You just talked about Saquon running the ball. Now you don't want to talk about it? Now you want to look at the tape, Joe? I'm done. I'm done. I don't feel like ranting no more. It's too early in the morning. It's thunderstorm, and I actually want to go back to bed. I'm done, man. I just wanted to do this video early so I can have it up for y'all at 12 o'clock. I'm done. I don't want to talk. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all deserve better from me, but I can't listen to this bozo no more, man. There's nothing else to be said. There's nothing else to be said. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.